what do you do when the in-laws don't like you? That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Just for full disclosure, this has nothing to do with us. This isn't us getting something off our chest. But we wanted to engage with this topic because we recognize that this is something that is very common among married couples.
There are movies.
Movies
about this.
dedicated to this whole as a driving plot.
Mm-hmm.
And what's interesting about it is, even if you're at a good place, like starting out, you might get married, the in-laws approved, and then as time progresses, when you're taking their child away, I guess, from them, and you're having to say no, and like maybe I speak as a man,
Mm-hmm.
where you're maybe, causing their daughter to exhibit not different behavior, not in a bad way, but like, boundaries. That's what I'm getting at. Like boundaries may come into play where it's like, she can't do certain things because she, has to consider her husband. Sometimes in-laws don't like that. Sometimes there's clashes that happen. There's drama and family and all of that. So we're going to give you all just some of our thoughts on this topic and how you can approach this. So do you want to start it off?
Sure.
Go for it.
So first thing you said, like maybe at first they were cool with you, whatever. They said, oh, you can marry my daughter, things like that. But then they could start to see changes in their daughter. I think the first thing to keep in mind, right? Mm-hmm. Us being a Christian couple, like you want to look at the Bible. So you are leaving your parents and you're cleaving to your husband and your wife, right?
Yes.
But even though you're doing that, their point of view of you, the new spouse coming in, that matters. Right?
Oh, it matters.
It's a big deal. Like you want them to like you for holidays. If you have to visit, things like that, you want to impress them. You want them to feel like their son or daughter married a good person that can help them, benefit them. So that's why it's so huge. And here's the thing. I would say definitely take the time to get to know them. Like there are some people who say, they don't like me, I don't like them, too bad. This is your mate's parents.
Yeah.
This is your husband or wife's parents. You should not look at it that way. 100%. I do not agree with that. You should definitely do everything in your power. Like you can't make nobody like you, right? But you should do everything in your power to try to get them to see you for you and see the positives of why their son or daughter married you or got with you, right? So, for example, take the time when they're talking, listen to what they're saying, what their favorite color is, the things that they like. If they're a person who, some people like to always talk about back in the day when they was younger, keep that junk
a lot of that talk,
in your head, right? Make some mental notes. I do this, like, it's so big because everybody on this earth, like when they see that you actually care about what they've said, that you remember certain details about them. In-laws love that because I feel like some people when they get older, they think like nobody cares and things like
for sure.
Just like, oh, they just careless or like, younger people are just about themselves, things like that. So I'm telling you, invest in that relationship too. When you marry a person, you're marrying their family. And then think about when you have children.
Oh,
like, that's their grandchild too, even though it's your baby.
Yeah.
But you definitely you want that relationship to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in on that more.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to? Okay, well, let me
go now.
Well, I'll go to that point right now. But like, what's cool about children are like a cheat code. Now, again, people say time heals all wounds. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes children heals all wounds.
Time does not
especially when it comes to in-laws. And time doesn't do jack, really. It just gives you more time to like move on, I guess. But you still, if you're hurt, you're hurt. But when it comes down to is, I love what you said when you bring it up family. You want to have a good relationship with your in-laws because you never know. They might be they could babysit. They could help you, give you advice.
They could buy stuff for
things. They could buy things. All type of variables that come in line with it. But that is something that can completely change the dynamic, you having children and you maybe not having the best relationship with your in-laws. Now that gives you an opportunity, almost give you an opportunity for a reset, because it's hard to, mean mug somebody that's holding a cute baby. Like, they're like, oh, I want to even, and the thing is, the attention goes off of you once you have the baby too. So that helps. Now, if there's some consistent things that are the reason why there is a divide between you and the in-laws, saying, that's going to eventually, again, you got to confront those things, and you have to do it from a place of honor because you are talking about somebody that's older than you. A lot of people, are in our age group, in our demographic. I feel that they think that they don't understand honor well, and I'm not saying that every single person is deserving of like honor, but I do think that you honor your elders, people that are older than you. There is a certain way that you should communicate with them, even when they are wrong. It doesn't mean that you never point out that they're wrong, but how you do it matters just as much as the fact that you're doing it.
Yes.
And I think having that healthy conversation about those things, and you know, apologizing, even if you don't feel like you really did anything that wrong or whatever, but just, you know, being apologetic if there was something that was perceived wrong, whatever that dynamic is.
The end goal
I think
is
matters.
to come together, not to prove that you're right and they're horrible people.
Exactly. No, you want to go on some more about that?
No, you good. Keep going. I just wanted to say what the end goal was.
At the end of the, exactly. And so when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, your family, like, regardless of all the nonsense, the drama, the beefing, or whatever the heck, they don't like you, you may or may not like them, I don't know. Y'all are family, and that's your family, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if you don't have that emotional investment in them because they're new people in your life. That's your family at the end of the day, and you want to be as unified as you can with them, because one, and here's what I think I'm really trying to get at, like, it's going to affect your significant other, like, especially if they were close. Now, sometimes you have situations where your significant other isn't close with, you know, the in-laws. They're not close with their own family, your mother and father and stuff like that. And that may impact your ability to get closer or to address this. In those cases, you try to encourage them to make up or figure it out, because it's only going to benefit the family. But in the case where that person is close with their family, oh my goodness, that person now is torn. They feel divided. They feel like they have to pick a side. And obviously, you know, like you said, cleave to your wife, you know, husband, you know, and all that stuff. And it's like, you feel like you got to pick your husband at the end of the day if you're the woman. And if you're the guy, you're going to pick your wife. But it's like, but that's my mom.
You're under your mom.
Or that's my dad.
Exactly.
It gets difficult because it's almost like, even if it's not explicitly like that, implicitly, you feel like you're picking a side. So ultimately, someone has to be the bigger man or woman. Someone has to ultimately see the bigger picture of family, because you'd be shocked at how important family can be when you're ready to discard people because they got all type of issues. What did our pastor say in the past, where he said, you know, family is like chocolate. It's mostly good, but with a couple of nuts or something like that. And I do find that true. Like, you're going to have some people in family, there's some characters that you're going to have. Your in-laws might not always, you know, have it all together. It might be some off things, but ultimately you want to be unified with your family, and you want to find ways and use whatever you can to build a relationship of some sort. Whatever that looks like, it's going to be different for each family. So, but we'd love to know your thoughts on this.
Yes.
Let us know down below
good stories and bad.
If you were able to overcome a dynamic with your in-laws that was a little bit Let us know below. And before you head out, make sure you hit the thumbs up, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss on any future videos.